I was an emergency dispatcher for many years, and I heard some messed up stuff over the phone. I got a call from a woman who sounded frantic. She said that her husband had just died in front of her and she needed help. She said that she had seen the whole thing and that the woman's husband must have had a heart attack, because he was known to have heart problems. I told her that the police were on the way and she said, "No, you don't understand. This wasn't a heart attack." About 10 minutes later, the call came back. I picked up and it was the woman. She said, "You didn't tell them, did you?" The police never did figure out how she killed him, but they did find the weapon. That she had scratches all over her body. From where she had been attacked by an animal, I looked at my call log to see what time she had called. I heard the scratching, the struggling, and then I heard my name. At first I thought I was losing my mind. I played it again and again and I heard it again. It said my name. It's definitely not her voice. I don't know if it was the animal or what, but it scared the living daylight out of me. When I checked the clock on the wall, it said 3:32 a.m. Now, these animals only come out at night, so how could she have possibly been scratched by one during the day? It was a pair of scissors that were missing from a local hairdresser. She had used those to stab her husband. I was confused and asked her to explain what she meant. She said, "You didn't tell them about the scratches on my arms, did you?" I responded, "Scratches? What scratches?" She screamed at me and said, "The scratches that the animal gave me when I tried to get away." Then the line went dead again. He was murdered. I was confused, so I asked her what she meant. When the police showed up at the house, I explained everything that had happened, and they went inside. They came back out and arrested the woman for her husband's murder. Apparently, the scratches on her arms were from her fighting with her husband. She had scratches on her upper arms, legs, and neck. They found her husband's blood all over the house, but no weapon. She said, "I saw someone come out of the bushes and stab him multiple times in the chest." I called the police right after, but you were faster. I was shocked. I didn't know that this was a murder, not a heart attack. I told her that I was sorry for her loss and that the police were almost there. I stayed on the line with her until the ambulance arrived at their home. I could hear the urgency in her voice when she was talking to me. She kept saying, "He's dead, he's dead." I told her that I could hear that he was gone, but I needed her to stay on the line with me so I could send help. That's the most important thing. When the ambulance arrived at the house, I could hear the woman screaming, "He's dead." Paramedics went inside and came back out and told her that they were going to take him to the hospital, but there was nothing they could do. She started crying and asked if I could stay on the line with her until the police arrived, because she didn't want to be alone. She sounded hysterical. She said, "He's dead, he's dead," which is exactly what she said before. But now she was yelling and screaming. I was worried about her mental state, so I asked her to calm down. She started to sob and said, "Why did nobody tell me? They stabbed him. They actually stabbed my husband." I tried to calm her down and explain that she was going to be okay, but then the line went dead. I told her that I would and I hung up the call. About 5 minutes later, the phone rang again and it was the woman's neighbor. The phone rang again before the neighbor hung up, and it was the woman whose husband had died. I was worried about her, so I called back to check on her. It went straight to voicemail. I left a message and hung up. This scared me. I knew that something was wrong. I still couldn't figure out how she managed to kill him and make it look like a heart attack. The weirdest part about this is that after I heard what she had said one day, I was going through some old files and I found the recording of our conversation, put the headphones on and listened.